master drummer himself, Okyerema Asante, who's traveled around the globe playing what 5 people are supposed to play, a full ensemble played by one man. And sometimes in a performance, you can count as many as 85 separate instruments, all of it performed by one man simultaneously. How does it do that? He's joined us here in the studio. Okyerema, welcome. Good to see you. Good to have you.
Thank you.
You look good. I like the handshake. It's firm.
Thank you.
It shows you're strong.
Thank you.
After all these years.
Yes.
Welcome back home.
Thank you. I'm glad to be home.
So, how does the world view you these days?
I go everywhere with a message, of peace and representing our culture. So I'm pleased the way the world, receives me also, because the world, what our people, especially the younger people, don't know is that we have a culture that is well, respected.
Right.
So I'm pleased to have the opportunity to expose that kind of culture to the world.
Master drummer, that's the accolade. How did you come by it?
It's a hard work.
Tell me.
And I've been doing it all my life. Like
Right.
I started hanging around the kitchen at the age of 3.
Okay.
When my sisters are washing dishes, I'll be in there. I'll put about 2 or 3 pots down.
Okay.
And I'll beat the hell out of them.
Right.
And my parents saw that, and they bought me a miniature matching snare drum so that I'll stop putting holes in the pots and pans.
Okay.
And the snare drum was only one. So
Okay.
I added some more pots and pans to it. And my uncle was the senior master drummer at the New Jabin Palace.
Okay.
And he detected my interest in drumming.
Okay.
And he started to give me the lessons and all the discipline and how to communicate with the drum. And I've been doing it since.
How long have you been played this?
I'm 68 now.
68.
And I was a master drummer when I was 10.
10?
Yes.
Who gave you that name, master drummer?
And my uncle at the palace
Okay.
in Koforidua.
Okay.
And at that age, I also got an opportunity to lead the cultural group of the Ghana Young Pioneers movement in Koforidua.
Okay.
And I had an opportunity to perform for the Queen of England when she was here with my group at Aburi Botanical Gardens.
Osibisa, Paul Simon, Hugh Masekela, you've played with them and so many other greats. What was the feeling like back in the day?
Let me make a correction. I never played with Osibisa.
You never played with them? Okay.
They're my senior brothers. We're very close. I have a lot of respect for them. In fact, I got a lot of inspiration from them.
Right.
I never played with them. The only time I had the opportunity
Not even as a guest?
No, as a guest. I opened for them though.
Okay.
I opened for them.
Okay.
And the only time I had the opportunity to perform with them when I was performing in London, and Teddy called me and said, "Oh, they are in the studio, so I should come to the studio."
Okay.
So we arranged. I took my things to the studio.
Okay.
When we got there, the machine had broken down.
Ah.
And that very evening, the air freight was supposed to pick my instruments and send them back to the States. So that
you couldn't do anything about that.
I couldn't do anything about that.
But you played actively with Paul Simon on this Graceland album.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
That was a great album. Paul is a great person, and that album really exposed African music to the world. And also exposed the evils of apartheid in South Africa.
Right.
Around. I remember when the hall is full with people, there still be some people outside, picketing, because people were against the toll.
Right.
The toll Paul Simon was exploiting in Africa.
Right.
It wasn't like that. It was a toll that really exposed, African music. In fact, it was through Graceland music that the world music category in the music industry came about.
Right.
Because they didn't know how to categorize
that. Okay.
When you go to the music shop, they didn't know where to put their albums. So they have to create a
new category, world music, a new genre for it.
That's right.
I see. Hugh Masekela passed not so long ago.
Yeah.
You played with him. Yes. How did that hit you?
I still don't believe it. But he is my, senior brother, my big brother.
Right.
We were very close and very tight. So the news of his passing, I still can't deal with it. Seriously.
You can't deal with it?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Did you cry?
Yes, I did. I sat down and cried like a baby, because I remembered a lot of things we have been through, together.
Like what?
Like during the apartheid times. I was with him, struggling, and I mean musically fighting apartheid with music. We did all kinds of concerts to raise funds for ANC. He told me one time, said, Asante, when it's time to go back to South Africa, whatever you're doing, I want you to stop and come with me. So I remember I was on tour with Fleetwood Mac, and I was in Los Angeles.
Okay.
When Mandela came out of the jail. I picked the phone and called Huey straight. I said, Huey, have you seen that? See the song that we did, Bring Back Nelson Mandela.
Yeah.
I want to see him hand in hand with Winnie Mandela. Look at them, they hold your hands.
Wow.
Right there. Then he told me, he said, yeah, the time is now, man. So what I told you, I'm going back home, you have to come with me. So when he finally was invited by Mandela to come home, I went with him, and I was there for about 4 months. And we toured the whole place. I met the family knows me,
right,
and everything. So it is very personal for me. Really.
You started becoming very popular at a very young age. How did you take it? Did it get into your head?
That's one thing I thank God that it didn't get to my head. It has still not gotten into my head.
Right.
I'm very humble,
right,
and very respectful. I like to respect people. At the same time, I expect people to also respect me.
Does it pay to play a drum? I mean, if you play in a regular band back in the day, the keyboardists, the guitarists, the lead singers, they make all the bucks. For you, those who played percussion and the drums, did it pay? Does it still pay?
I say I'm very blessed. Really, I'm very blessed because the way I started myself, I knew this is what I wanted to do in life. Okay, so I came to Accra here from Koforidua, ready. I came with my suitcase and my talking drum.
Okay.
I was coming to perform a solo, whether with the band or not with the band.
Okay.
I had an aim. I had a purpose.
Okay. A focus.
Yes, and focus. And then each group that I perform with, I put my cards down. If you want to perform with me, this is what.
Okay. So you agreed before you climbed the stage?
That's right. This is what I take. And you also have to give me a spot, maybe 10-minute spot by myself.
To do your solos?
To do my thing. If you don't understand that, then
you ain't playing.
Yeah, you're not working with me.
Okay, so if you don't understand that you ain't playing, take a look at his performance. Brilliant, beautiful, eclectic, eccentric, Okyerema Asante, right on your screens about now. You can wipe your face. Interesting, the rhythms of Africa. The happy birthday to Prince Jamil. He is the son of Hafiz Deen up there in the north in Tamale. It's your birthday today at 3 years old. I'm told you love music. Happy birthday to you, Prince, and we wish you long life and prosperity. Okyerema, where was this performance, what we just saw?
The one I think is at a club in Washington, D.C., Zanzibar, yeah.
The energy, where do you get it from?
Yeah, from the love of the music, from the love of the thing.
The love of the music.
Yes.
It inspires it.
That's right.
Because you're calm right now.
Yes.
I'm sure if we put the drums in front of you, with a different ball game altogether.
A very different person when I get up in front of the drums.
What runs through your mind? 85 instruments,
Yes.
one man.
Yes.
Adeng.
Yeah, I'm even trying to get a sponsor to do an act at Accra Sports Stadium.
Right.
Set the drum off from one post to the other post.
And you want to play everything.
Play the hell out of everything.
How do you do that? How do you do that coordination? Because I just saw a rhythm change. You started one rhythm, you moved on to another, you came back.
Yes.
How do you do the rhythm change? Does it confuse you?
You see the beats. I have about 10 sets of beats on my right foot, and another 10 sets of beats, and a different set of beats
on the left one.
On the left one, and both, you know, acts as my timekeeper.
Okay.
You know, it keeps time. It's also as like you see when you playing a trap drums,
right?
And you have the hi-hat.
Exactly.
Yeah, it also covers the hi-hat and that thing. So like when I'm playing, that's keeping the time, and my hands too have another form of beats on my hand.
But that would be separate metronomes playing at the same time.
At the same time.
How do you do the coordination so it doesn't confuse you?
Yeah, but you do it so I've done it so often that I'm used to it. And even if I don't have it right now, if you ask me to play with those things, I mean without those things, I'll feel very uncomfortable.
Wow, you need them to be able to play.
I need them to feel more comfortable to play.
See, you need a confusion to play.
That's right.
Are you training any people? Your kind of art form. We saw Ganaba. He did something similar to what you did.
Yes.
Are we training people to take over from you when you're not? These days, you see the percussion is just about 4 or 5 drums, and they are playing. There's a young chap, Bano, who's doing something like what you're doing. He adds the do and everything from Tom Freud to Pang and everything. But are you training people?
I'm trying to. I've been doing that, but I'm a little disappointed because like in the States, I set up schools. I go to schools to teach and things like that, and I advertise for people to come.
Right.
And our people don't come.
Why?
I don't know.
The Ministry of Culture, Tourism and Creative Arts.
Our people don't come. The people, actually, the white people show up to take lessons.
But the blacks don't come.
They don't.
And this is the States.
Yes.
Have you tried it here?
But here, I haven't tried it here. But if I try to talk to people here, I see where they're coming from. So I'm trying to set up a school here at Okyerema Center, where people from all over the world will come and study, and I also work very closely with the schools because I believe we have to take this to the classrooms.
Right. Okyerema, I thank you very much for your time, and I wish you all the best. So when are we to see the concert, the big concert you're talking about?
Thank you. We're still working on it.
You're working on it?
I'm working on it.
I'll keep my ears on it.
I just got in town yesterday. So
all right. Welcome back home. Eat some fufu and take a rest.
That's right.
We'll talk about the concert later on, but that's all time will allow us here on New Day.